All right, let's do this. Hi, kids. We're going to get back to the Ozark. I got a little bit of flack because I made a humorous video about the Ozark. Oh, you're crapping on it. It's a $10 knife. Yes, I understand it's a $10 knife. I also have $10 opinions or 2-cent opinions, whatever you want to call it. I don't hate this knife. I don't. But I think there's been a lot of hype behind it, and I think the hype has gone a little bit too far. So I want to just clear the air on some stuff. Now, this thing has little to no detent. I mean, it is shake open. It's very, very loose. There's no spring tension here. I thought, okay, I'll open it up. I'll just put some stronger springs in it, some of the Kaiser springs from the clutch lock. Well, problem number one, I went to take it apart. That screw right there, well, that's factory cross-threaded into there. It ain't coming apart. I tried grabbing hold of the spacer there, trying to get it out. Wasn't happening. So I gave up on that. The other problem I have, it's hard to see through the camera, but you hear that? That is lock rock. Now I can push the lock bar forward and it does lock up more solid. I shouldn't have to, but that's just how weak those springs are. Yeah, you can fix that with a set of springs that are probably 50 cents. It's a $10 knife, not terrible. And yeah, again, you could fix it with a cheap set of springs, but that guy's a problem because he will not come out of there no matter what I do. And I just really haven't put that much effort into it because, again, $10 knife, maybe I'll get around to it. Factory edge on this was very, very sharp out of the box. Factory edge on this went away very, very quickly. After that, I threw it in my fixed angle, and we put a 20-degree edge on it. And that 20 degree has held up pretty well since I put it on there. So I kind of crapped on it for the edge retention a little bit at first, but it could have had a slight roll on the factory edge, and it just went from there. But it's doing pretty well now that I've put my own edge on it. But again, I feel like we let the hype get too far with this guy. You got people out there buying them by the dozens when they hit Walmarts and selling them on eBay for $30, $40. No, absolutely not. Don't do that. If you really want one, wait until they come into your Walmart, pay the $10. Don't pay $30 or $40 for it. I mean, you can see on this one, there's just manufacturing inconsistencies that you're going to see with a $10 knife. See how bright this side is compared to how bright this side is? It just is what it is. It's a $10 knife. You're going to get $10 knife things with a $10 knife. The other thing is, it's really, really, really sensitive to pivot tension. If I tighten this thing any more to try to soak up some of that looseness that comes from those really light springs, and I mean, I'm talking like, I mean, barely. If I cinch it down a 16th of a turn, it doesn't want to open. I thought these guys were sensitive. Whew, boy, was I wrong. This thing, yeah, well, I'll remain PC and I won't make any correlations to what it is as sensitive as, but you can use your imagination. Realistically, if you need a knife and you're in a spot and you walk into Walmart and they have one of these, and you just need a knife quick and you need a cheap knife and you just need it to do what you need it to do short term, buy one. Absolutely. 100%. It's going to stay sharp long enough for you to use it for what you need it for. It's going to work fine. Just be aware of some of the stuff. I mean, the lock rock is there. It's annoying. You can push it forward and it will lock up, but with use, it does work its way back down and you get that rock back again. I've spine whacked it. Sorry for you headphone users. I'll give you a second. I'm going to spine whack this. It's going to be loud. It doesn't go anywhere. Not in the spine whacking I've done, but if you're hitting it any harder than that on the spine, I don't know what you're doing anyway. Realistically, like I said, if you need a knife, you need a knife quick. You walk into Walmart, they've got this for $10. Not a bad deal. Short-term use. This is not going to hold up long-term. And everybody makes the argument, well, I could buy 15 of those for what I could buy a bug out for. Yeah, but this bug out's going to last well more than 15 times what that's going to last. And that's with what Benchmade's current quality is. And their quality is not what it used to be. So, like I said, It's up to you. It's your wallet. Buy 15 of these, buy one of these. I do still wish these were down in the $125 range. If these were mini Griptilian price, I'd probably be okay with it. Or they could maintain this price and have a better blade steel, and I'd be okay with it. The S30V at the price point is getting a little old. D2, I mean, is getting to be a dated steel, but I like D2. If it's heat treated properly, D2 is a great steel. Nothing wrong with it. Except maybe it'll get a little patina on it, but that's still not a big deal. I have this guy over here. This is D2 as I drop it. See any patina on that guy? And he sees fairly regular carry. So D2 is a great steel. There's nothing wrong with it. It works and it keeps working, especially in a pretty knife like that. You should go see Way of Knife. They make beautiful, beautiful products. Don't get mad at me because I made a funny video. It's not a bad knife. It's definitely not a good knife. And it's most certainly not a great knife. But for $10, go buy one. But don't feed the fire. Don't go on eBay. Don't spend $40 on someone that went to Walmart and bought every single one they had so they could capitalize on it. Let those guys fall down. Wait for it. This is not something you need to go get right now. This is something you can wait for Walmart to get in stock, or you can wait for them to start floating around on eBay for $15. You know, I'd venture to say this knife is probably worth $20. I would spend $20 on this knife. But that's about it. The people that are out there gouging it for the $40, $50, they can go somewhere. That's just my opinion, though. It's worth whatever it's worth. And everything in this world is worth whatever you're willing to pay for it. So if you're willing to pay $40 for that, go for it. If you're willing to pay nothing for my opinion, well, you just got it for free anyway. Have a wonderful Labor Day weekend, kids. Until we meet again.